A friend, released from the hospital after a bar fight.
Smashing news. How about I arrange a coming home party for them while you see to this current resistance business?
Drinks here, come and take a look.
The kidnapper is in the area, along with some other shady characters. You should be able to get your missing friend's location off his optic.
What in God's name? What is it now, man? She can't seem to get access. I'll call it in. This is supposed to be your job, you know. Hold on. Is this the problem? Doing this fool's job too. Hold on.
Stop this!
Moron. Being a piece of ass. Oh, hell! Bastard!
All good here.
Need a hand?
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply.
Since when is this acceptable?
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Send me the coordinates.
Auto drive is not available.
Our kidnapped operative is here. Mind the hedge people on your way in.
Auto drive is not.
It's all I care about.
Investigated and penalized if necessary.
That's a plot technical error. Wait, what was that?
Reminder, your number plate must be visible and clean at all times. Scanning the area for suspicious behavior.
On me.
Acknowledged. Following.
Please, help.
What was that?
My first dead sec hack. How cute.
Cannot detect target.
I want the target.
They're around here somewhere. Help.
Clear. Let's keep looking. Stay sharp. Search the area.
clear.
Far.
Eyes peeled.
Area clear.
They're
Moving on.
here.
Nothing in the vicinity. Gonna keep looking. Stick to procedure. We're all clear over here. Where the hell are they? No room for error here. Don't see anyone.
They need to do so. It's a crime.
Help me! Help me!
Right, get her out.
Oh, thank you. You're brilliant.
I don't see anyone following you. Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy of DedSec has been thwarted. Nicely done.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Fuck me. You want to ask Mr. Cass? Pretty please, sir, could you take yourself and your thugs out of London? That's a ballsy move, going after the man. I'll give you that.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Oh yeah? I have to admit, our ramshackle operation is really turning a corner.
Too fucking right.
To think a bunch of random people off the street could accomplish all this. I never would have dreamed it was possible.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
All right, I got this.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
Oh shit, I heard of that dark web designer drug.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
And they don't give a fuck about collateral damage.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it.
I think we're getting pretty good at this resistance thing.
Absolutely.
Found out about this corrupt CEO and blackmailed him into treating his employees better. I would have been too afraid to do anything about it before, but now it's done, helping was so easy.
Feels good to do some good.
We keep this up and DedSec will be unstoppable.
We're working with a cop now. Well, I think that's a... what's the word again? A stupid fucking idea.
I hear ya. Police are as trustworthy as a 12-year-old condom. But Lau, she's not your typical cop.
Come on. No one wants to be a Fed unless there's some typical chest-thumping shithead.
You sure you're not thinking of Albion? She might surprise you.
Maybe. But there's good surprises and bad surprises. Remember that.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Timing's a bit too convenient, if you know what I mean.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the areas likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Auto drive now enabled.
What did I even do?
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
About time we formally introduced ourselves, I'd say.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Great. We're dealing with a paranoiac.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
I've got it.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Hey, what do you think about sneaking through those windows up top? It's a classic move.
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
All right, I got this. The amount of booby traps here was not a bloody understatement.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
All right, I got this.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Good to see you.
Move! One more muscle chief and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, let's keep it in our pants.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think sexier and less cockheady.
What, dead sick? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Whoa, wait! Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. Now!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish! Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Yeah, no shit, mate. Why else would I be risking my fucking arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we came for your help. We ain't working with Cass. He tried to wipe us out and did the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Start pursuing the target.
Going to look for her.
Going to investigate.
Look for anything suspicious.
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice.
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. I'll be inside with security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Clan Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
Fucking hell, so crates up, no, do the number.
About that, the crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly created a security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
Right, so no touching it. I'm magic. I can still make things go boom even without my fingers.
Beginning investigation.
Fuck! Got none. Look around. Right over there. Yo, drone, start searching.
Clear in here. Give it up. Wait. Wait, what was that? Knock down that drone.
Investigation underway. Target in sight.
Hold up.
Good looking, you lazy prick. Hey, drone, look around.
I'll cover you lot.
Engaging target. Neutralizing hostile target.
Come on, you fuck.
Noise that.
Oh, fuck no! That's it! I got
Engaging target.
taking bear shots here!
Hello, Mrs. Kelly? This is Mr. Forster, curator at London Museum. Yes, we spoke previously about the artifacts your team has found on the Finsbury grounds. The board has deliberated, and we've decided to accept your offer of protecting the artifacts for us in exchange of a monthly fee from the museum. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Kelly.
That's the lot. That'll make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there.
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
Well, the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker. Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
Yeah, what's up, Bags?
Did I perhaps catch you at a bad time?
It's all bad, but we're fixing that, yeah?
So long that nobody on this earth can take me down. So FYI, you can't take me down. No bad minds can break me. Sitting in my room just trying to figure out how I can turn a penny to a pound. So if you wanna burn, you can do that quick. And if you wanna burn, you can pay me.
Tower of London is heavily secured. How do you suggest we get in there?
I like to help, fam, but I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caber, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Well, this is one way to get me blood pumping.
I need cover! The worse it will get!
I see you, you little gobshite!
What a fuck up. But go on!
Can't hide from me!
Let's find this wanker.
Oh yeah? You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Our hands are tied. Nigel's up to no good, and we need to crash his party to find out exactly what shit sandwich he wants to serve up to London next.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Hook me up with their info, please.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Ring ring, you're it. Come on.
I'm ready.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready. If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
That's abs...
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You know much more about Cass than I do.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him.
Huh.
He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously?
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own. You know that. Fair point.
Who's that?
What the hell is this?
Just leave me alone, you understand? Stand down!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
beast right now. Law enforcement. This new project the director's presenting upstairs in the cage.
Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer.
You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of that job?
Fall in a hole. Not a chance. Director cast takes care of this.
Something's not right here.
No.
Everything under control here?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured that every security measure has been properly taken so that we are all well protected. As he likes to say, there's nothing more valuable than our people's history.
That's quite admirable. Given that level of confidence, are you saying he still intends to reopen the museum?
Of course, that's myself.
Before coming in.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fantastic.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
Mr. Cass knows what he's doing. It'll do you no good to question his directive.
I'm not questioning his bloody directives. I'm wondering why we're not being sent out against those fucking thugs.
Maybe because he has a plan. A vision, mate. That guy has ideas running around his head.
Bloody job alone. Yours truly. Finally, I get so vexed by their dossing. I tell them off.
Those punks are not being able to kick fuck out of guns and say
Really?
verbally
Abused by me.
Can you fucking believe this?
Never seen this one before.
You understand?
Yeah.
But there's always the element.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
I want to see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Well, shit. Cass really isn't right in the head, and they're trusting him with the security of London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
That's how many people would have been killed with those drugs, barber, and so on and so forth. Now the plebs just spout about the worst.
How's it going? Feeling a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those lectures? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project...
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
How do I get out, Bagley?
The catacombs, fam.
Go, go, go!
Cole!
Haven't seen you around before. Bastard!
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Fuck. He's crazed. And anything coming out of that brain case will be crazed, including this Themis project. Damn. Fair play. Fuck's sake! I don't like this. I really don't. What was that?
Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, no risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Try me, you bastard!
You will comply, goddammit. I'll put you in hospital.
I don't want any more trouble.
Please.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready.
In the kitchen on the right-hand side.
Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break into Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.